Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. Checkered Past launched on Cartoon Network, or rather Adult Swim, on August 28th of last year, being 2023, and it's been a rather successful block ever since it launched back in August, and I've said multiple times in countless videos that I think the block should be expanded upon. They should make it a 4 to 5 hour block instead of just being a 2-hour block airing 4 Cartoon Network original series in Dexter's Laboratory, Edda and Eddie, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. While Cartoon Network still hasn't done that, they actually have changed the lineup for Checkered Past for the first time, coming up very soon, and some of the changes have already actually taken effect. The first change, which as I said has already taken effect, has to do with Fridays. Now on Fridays with Checkered Past, ever since the block launched, every Friday would have a 2-hour marathon of a given show that week. So one week it would be Dexter's Laboratory, the next it would be Edda and Eddie, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Courage the Cowardly Dog, and basically they would rotate every week in that cycle for 4 weeks, and then they restart the cycle once again. Well, now Checkered Past has changed that, and going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, every single Friday is going to be a 2-hour marathon of Cow and Chicken, and I'm kind of a bit mixed on this. If you guys watched my video discussing how Checkered Past should be expanded upon, I did say the alternative would be to change out the shows that are in the lineup to keep it fresh and have a different variety of series every quarter maybe, or every 3-4 months. There's a little bit of a danger doing that, and in that video I said that, what if you have a variety of shows that people don't like, then you're going to lose those viewers from Checkered Past, and this is kind of what I meant by that. So for example, for me personally, I do not like Cow and Chicken. I never liked it from back when it was on Cartoon Network back in the day. I never liked I Am Weasel either. Those two shows were just something that I never really, enjoyed watching. So the fact that now every Friday is going to have Checkered Past airing a 2-hour marathon of Cow and Chicken, I can guarantee you I will not be watching Cartoon Network or Adult Swim on Fridays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm just not going to, because I don't like that show. And that's the danger you run into when you do something like that. That's why I think the expansion upon Checkered Past is a better option than as opposed to just swapping shows out here and there. Because if the block was now 4 hours long instead of being 2 hours long daily, then you could say at 7 o'clock to 7:30 you have Cow and Chicken on, and then from 7:30 to 8 maybe you have Chowder on. That's fine. I just don't watch Checkered Past for a half hour. If you don't like that show, you just don't watch it. But the fact that it's a 2-hour marathon on a Friday every single Friday, for someone like me, that guarantees I won't be watching the block. And for someone like you, you might enjoy Cow and Chicken, you might hate Cow and Chicken, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's a good idea to be swapping shows out left and right. And that's the second thing they're doing. The second thing is taking effect on Monday, January 29th, and they are swapping out the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, at least for the foreseeable future, with Evil Con Carne. This one's a bit interesting to me for a couple of reasons, because I just gave you guys the whole spiel on how I think that it's not a good idea to swap out series like this. It's a little bit interesting for Evil Con Carne because effectively they are different shows, but they're very similar in themes and whatnot, and that is because if you guys haven't seen my Do You Remember Grim and Evil or Evil Con Carne video, you should check them out above. I have the Do You Remember Wednesdays, which is when I release shorts every Wednesday, just a quick plug-in for that. But anyways, Evil Con Carne and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy both stemmed from one show. They were originally one show called Grim and Evil that had 2 segments within it, one of which was Evil Con Carne, one of which was the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and the block was so successful that they decided to just make them 2 shows in them of themselves. And obviously the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy went on for a lot of seasons. I believe it had 6. Don't quote me there, I might be wrong, it might have had a little more than that, but I believe it had 6 seasons, and Evil Con Carne only lasted, I believe, about a year and a half before it was pulled off the air. So the shows are very similar, given that they did come from one series originally and then spun off into their own series, but still it's kind of a interesting thing to me to see that the more popular of the 2, being the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, is being pulled off of Checkered Past in order to have Evil Con Carne take its place. Again, I don't think this is as drastic of a change given that those shows are from the same creator. They're very similar thematically, being 2 spooky shows with some supernatural elements in them. In all honesty, I haven't seen Evil Con Carne probably since like 2003 or 2004, so I actually am looking forward to seeing it a part of this block. But again, I feel like it would be much better if, let's just say, they had like the Grim and Evil hour in Checkered Past, whereas like 1/2 hour from, let's just say, 7 to 7:30, you have the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and then from 7:30 to 8, you have Evil con Carne. I think that'd be a really cool way to promote the block even further. You could have it be like, oh, this is the Grim and Evil hour on Checkered Past, something along those lines, and I think it would kind of create a little more excitement around Checkered Past because you have like a block within it, but it'd still be something cool to see, and you'd get both shows. Because if you're a fan of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and you love that series, and now it's leaving for Evil con Carne, let's say you don't like that show, now you're losing a fan favorite for something that someone might not like. I don't think it's a good idea to be doing something like that, but this is what they're doing right now. I still do hope that within the next 6 months or so, we actually do see Checkered Past expanded upon, because the block's been rather successful. I don't see any reason why we can't get an extra 2 hours at least of it, if not 3 hours. Are we really losing much by not having King of the Hill or Bob's Burger on at 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock respectively whenever those two series on? I don't really think we're losing that much. Those aren't Cartoon Network series, they're not Adult Swim series, they're just shows airing reruns on there because they have nothing else to air, I guess. Hopefully they do change this soon, hopefully they do expand upon the block, but for now, we're having these little lineup changes here and there, and I'm sure we're gonna see more lineup changes going forward. They might be doing the Evil con Carne one as a test to see how the reaction is to this, because like I said, those shows, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil con Carne, are very similar thematically, so this might be a test to see, hey, can we swap out the entire lineup and have a second wave of Checkered Past? Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all of this. Are you guys a fan of these two lineup changes in Cow and Chicken and Evil con Carne joining the Checkered Past lineup? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.